and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs against the Utah Jazz. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Doris Burke. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Jazz, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in. And of course, San Antonio, far behind in the standings.
Checking out San Antonio, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
And now let's catch up with Dominic Hamill.
MP, what do you think about going up against Dylan Harper?
Yeah, I'm sure being a top prospect with a dad who's played in the NBA has prepared him better than most rookies. I took an unconventional path from Vermont to Europe to the second round. Let's see whose path is better.
We wish you luck, MP.
You're welcome.
Brian, back to you.
Great stuff there, Dominic. A good chunk of the season is past us now, Grant. I'd imagine the wear and tear is adding up for some players.
Yeah, it varies from guy to guy. You know, vets are usually dealing with something just from playing so many years. But, B.A., the rookies, they are learning now what it takes to be in NBA condition.
The starters for Utah. They've got Kyle Filipowski. He's out there with Lauri Markkanen. Keontae George out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Reed in at point guard. And for the Spurs, at the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Harper. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And you look at this rookie class. MP continues to scratch and claw, trying to cement his place as one of the best and brightest.
In terms of rookies, MP is up there in talent, and we've seen flashes of it. I think he's had a good year. I wouldn't call it great quite yet. There's some room for improvement for MP. But honestly, guys, that's all rookies at this point of their careers.
Sinks the tray.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
And on lottery night, the Utah Jazz sliding back to the 5th pick, Doris.
BA, I know for the fan base, obviously that's disappointing. Everybody wants the top pick, or they're hoping for at least a top 3 pick. But here's the key for the Utah Jazz. They have put in place an organization of leadership that will make good decisions over a span of time. This isn't a one-draft wonder. This is about building out over time and getting a sustainable roster.
Now here's Reed. Playing Detroit, he was nearly unstoppable.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Wembanyama, screen on Kessler. McLaughlin. Second chance shot. And Wembanyama lays it up and in.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Reed for 3. On target from range. Reed's got 9.
You know, outstanding start. You've made 3 of your first 4.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. We talked about Lauri Markkanen, and I asked him how he wanted his players to guard him tonight. And he said, we can't afford to lose sight of him out on the perimeter because he's a big that can really shoot it, especially when he's operating in the pick and roll. It'll be interesting to see how Markkanen fares against them in this one. Back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the Spurs with possession here, following the 3 by Utah. The 3 from Barnes. Utah grabs the miss. And this team has been just incredible, assembling a 31-game winning streak. And with no signs of slowing down anytime soon, we are watching history in the making, folks.
Look, at the end of the day, this team, of course, wants to win an NBA championship when it's all said and done. And you know that's what they have their sights on. But it is so nice to enjoy the hype and accolades of a team that is right now steamrolling through the entire league in this incredible stretch. Wow, this has been an amazing thing to watch.
Knocks down the triple. And that's now 18 points for D.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Big group substitution here for Utah. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Kessler. Anderson comes in for Filipowski. Hendricks is checked in for Markkanen. And Bailey subbed in for George. San Antonio with the ball. They trail by 14. It's Barnes on the wing. Anderson covers. They can't stop the run with that one.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Reed can't hit. And for the Spurs, they're shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Lets it go from deep. Hits a three-pointer. Reed's got 21 points in the game.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well. And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
Now here's Reed. He's got 21. From the arc. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
San Antonio moving the ball around. Pass to Vassell. The three. Reed with the rebound. Utah leading by 18. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Another three for Utah.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Here's Barnes. Now here's Wembanyama. It's stolen by Nurkic. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Reed for 3. Good. Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A.
And so it's Utah. A huge 24-point lead for them. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Jazz.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. They've got Yusuf Nurkic. Collier is out there with George Niang. And it's Reed in at the 1. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Will D in their last time out against the Pistons had a huge game. He dropped an amazing number of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild, but when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up and still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click. Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And then Bryant with the dunk.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Reed for three. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Back to Bryant. Johnson on the wing. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Yusuf Nurkic picks one up.
And every year, Johnson seems to get better. His drive to want to be great is admirable.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Johnson. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, thanks for that report. The Jazz have gotten off to a sensational 5-for-5 start in the second quarter. Oh, got that one up quick. Reed's got 48.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Pass to Harper. Outside Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. From downtown, Utah grabs the miss. Kessler's got 5 rebounds in the game. Reed for 3. Oh, connects again.
It's incredible. I mean, this is what he does.
Another 50-point game for him. Now tied for second place all time.
Yeah, right there with Michael Jordan, who also made a habit of taking over offensively. Both guys just elite.
And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for Utah. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
And you know, for that matchup with the Trailblazers, that's one that could easily go either way. A few mistakes could be the difference. I expect it to be a fun one.
Devin Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Utah with a change here, too. Anderson's checked in. Outside Barnes. Wembanyama, screen on Anderson. The 3 from Barnes. Kessler with a rebound. The Jazz have gone 8 for 9 here in this second. Up top, Reed. Utah moving the ball around. Kessler finds Reed. The 3. Oh, another one falls.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Harper, soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, somehow Harper was able to hit that in traffic. I mean, just what an effort.
It's been all Jazz. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Reed for 3. Hits yet again. Wow!
And I think some of us saw this coming, but now it's happened. He set the new all-time rookie record for points scored in a season.
This was a record that almost seemed unattainable, unfathomable. But here we are, witnessing history in the making, and quite possibly the start of a career that's already showing the hallmark of a truly generational talent. And so it's the Utah Jazz making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. More 2K action in just a moment.
Pleased to have you tune in. What better way to start than by checking out the contenders for the dunk contest on All-Star Weekend?
This is a contest where sometimes you get guys who don't play much. So a lot of their best dunks happen in practice. Makes the evaluation a lot harder.
Word gets out, though, Kenny.
And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Jazz.
They've imposed their will on the glass, getting all the 50-50 balls and maybe even a few 20-80 balls.
Love the activity. Don't just say you want to win. Prove it and get it.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Here's George. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. Harper out there with Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Vassell in at small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Reed passes to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. And Reed gets the 3.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
And for San Antonio, they're shooting just around 32% from the field. Lots of stretch bigs in the league, Doris. Lauri Markkanen is one of the best at spacing the floor.
What we know, BA, is that sweet shooting bigs with the kind of size that Lauri has are an invaluable tool in the modern game. Lauri can balance that shooting with his off-the-bounce game. He is the prototypical desired big in the league today.
And from the sideline.
Reed, first personal foul, first team foul.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's gotten a second bucket on the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Reed. Takes the 3. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
To the paint. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The Rook, Dylan Harper, showing some power.
Reed for 3. He got it again. Sensational.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Pass to Vassell. Outside Wembanyama. No good on the 3.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Reed for 3. Counted from distance. Reed's got 15 points in just the second half.
This guy has absolutely owned this quarter. This is how you lead by example.
A brilliant dunk, and he hangs up there for a while, too.
Like he's posing for the camera. He's just hanging out, posing for pictures, just making himself at home. Now here's Reed. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Outside Barnes to the middle. Here's Harper. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Reed for 3. And another one.
Incredible. 81 on the night. Channeling his inner mind. Mambo right now.
There's no slowing this guy down. He's on fire. Barnes a screen. The three, Vassell nails it from beyond the arc.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Reed for three. Barnes with the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Let's go with a three. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
Their three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And so it's Reed with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Here's Harper. Reed defending. From 11 feet away. Oh, and Reed with a block. For three. Another three for Utah.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Driving in. And Harper gets it to go. Harper's got 10 points here in the second half.
Can't blame the deficit on him. He's been scoring at will this period.
Reed for three. And got it. Another basket.
90 points. A legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
And so it's the Utah Jazz, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. Call off the Dogs. They've been completely dominant. We're headed for a blowout. We'll be back in a moment. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. And for the Spurs, they're shooting the ball at 48% so far. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth. Collier is out there with Williams. Then it's Jusuf Nurkic. And it's Hendricks in at the 3 spot. Left side, Wembanyama. The shot from 20 feet out. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And Williams punches it home.
Coaches love assisted buckets, boy. It just means the team is working well together.
Pass to Wembanyama. Now Johnson. Wembanyama screen. Over to the wing. Puts up a three. Utah grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hendricks, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Wembanyama finds Johnson. That three's off the mark.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
Pass to Collier. And here is Williams. Off target from outside. Outside Johnson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Williams. That shot missing.
Boy, you'd like him to finish a little stronger there.
Out to Horford. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Pass to Nurkic. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
That's good from Nurkic. Doris, while he's selective about it, Jusuf Nurkic has added a three-pointer to his game.
I think if you're a big in the modern NBA, you understand that your game is always about adapting to what's next. And listen, you have to be selective if you're just adding this element, but Jusuf Nurkic trying to evolve.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Barnes, he's checked in for Horford. Vassell comes in for Sohan. Harper, he's checked in for Champagnie. And it's McLaughlin in for Johnson.
Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Jusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
Here's Harper to get back on track. Rebounded by Bailey. For Utah, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Barnes against Anderson. Nurkic a screen on Barnes. Pass to Nurkic. Utah needs to get off a shot here from deep. Utah with another miss. San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Harper. Rebounded by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Jazz.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And so they'll chalk up another win and put themselves at 31 wins on the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for D.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
Pass to Bailey. Yep, count it.
What a performance tonight. Getting a win like this on the road is such a boost.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Wembanyama, screen on Anderson. Barnes, it's good.
Boy, you really have to like that recognition by Barnes. Knew that was his play to make.
So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.